What's up, folks? My name is Rayvon Churchill. I'm here with Griff. It's about that time for the season to start. Who wants the East End? We got 15 other teams who are going to try to dethrone the mighty East. It's going to be hard, though. But we got 3 new teams, and we got some returning teams coming, and they are ready for the East End. Ready for the challenge. Ready to come knock those dudes off and get the trophy. Griff.
What's going on, Ray?
Welcome back, man. It's another year. This is going to be bigger and better. What's the outlook for the 2017 CLB season?
Everybody's trying to dethrone the East End. Teams is loading up. They starting to get big names on each team. We have 3 new teams coming in with Grand Time, still winning. And
the Wizards from Lexington.
From Lexington. We got our first out-of-town team this year in the City League. They was the runners-up to the unbeatables in the Lexington Dirt Bowl, so we're going to have an exciting season.
So just a recap of the 16 season. We had the East End, started off a little bit slow, and I will be the first to admit, in the first week, I said they don't have a chance. About the 3rd, 4th week, I'm like, these boys are looking pretty good. So at the end of the season, I knew they were going to be at least in the championship game. It was a really good championship game. It was a good way to end off last season. But this is a new year. And the boys from the East End, they starting to smell themselves a little bit because they done went all over the state. And they went down to Lexington. They knocked off the boys from Lexington in the first annual Kentucky Basketball Classic, something that Griff came up with. Griff, what else you got going on with the CLB?
This year we're going to go to a 3-on-3 basketball tournament like the old Street Ball Showdown. We got the Durham Griffin Shootout coming out. All these tournaments is a little bit more exciting to add to basketball. Like I said, 3 years ago, we're trying to rejuvenate basketball in the inner city in Louisville, Kentucky with the City League, and it's starting to play its course. So
we have a new thing this year. Last year and in previous years, it was who got next. Griff, tell them what the new logo is this year.
This year's slogan is "Make Your Name." Everybody who's done seen the City League or wants to be a part of the City League, now it's time to make your name in the City League.
Make your name. So one thing that we've noticed when we come down and we watch the game, because we tape everything, we always come down, we check out the games, and people are really trying to make a name for themselves. Some people were pretty good in high school, and now they're better. Some people were really good in high school, now they're not so good. But they are trying to still keep their name, and that's what makes the CLB so exciting, because you have some of the best talent in the city that's here in the wintertime. We don't have the guys that play overseas, but still they come back home and they play a little bit. But if you're a really good hooper and you're not in the CLB, you might not be as good as you think you are. So let us know about some of the teams that we have returning.
We have the East End, the defending champions. They on a high winning streak within the city. They only lost 1 game in the City League. They went through the Dirt Bowl, won that, and they won 2 games in the Classic. So their last loss is to Kentucky Heat, who unfortunately has folded their franchise. But we picked up a team from Lexington, and I think the Wizards is going to come down in Louisville and compete.
So the team from Lexington, they're called the Wizards. Now, when they come down with their uniforms, I'm telling you, these people are legit. They won the Lexington Dirt Bowl, and we went down and checked them out. Those boys can play. And in the Kentucky Classic, it was a really good game in Lexington and in Louisville. We'll talk about the Kentucky Classic a little bit later. If you haven't heard about that, we'll get you in. So when's the season start, Griff?
Season's always going to start the first weekend in February. I think this year is the 4th and the 5th. Game times is always going to be the same. Saturday will be from 3 to 7. Sunday will be 2 to 4. And actually this year we're going to try to do something different for the OGs. We're going to come up with the OG 35 and over league.
Oh, are you coming out of retirement?
Negative.
Man, we're going to have to see if we can get dude out of retirement. Is Jermaine playing this year?
I think Big Bro is playing.
We've been trying to get Jermaine, the legendary Mr. Basketball from right around the area, to see if he's going to play. He came down last year. He said, man, I can still get out here and play with these boys. That's yet to be seen. We'll see. But we got a lot of big things coming up. If you've never been to the West End School, the Durham Griffin Athletic Center, if you've never been to a CLB game, I promise you, you will enjoy yourself. Come on down. It's family friendly. It's an atmosphere that you can't really beat. If you like basketball, you're going to want to come. It's great music. DJ Nitty, I'm on the mic. Griff's running around. We got all kinds of people that come through. You never know who you might see at the 2017 CLB tournament. Who's going to make your name? What's your name going to be like? We're going to have it in small print. We're going to have it in big print. You average 20, you're going to average 2. What you going to do? My name is Rayvon. This is Griff. If you ain't signed up, you better.